Next, the residents around Stansted Airport who flex their political muscle, forcing a rethink over a rise in passenger numbers. They were voted in recently and now they're running their district council. And at a special meeting today, the new group overturned the airport's plans to expand. Debbie Tubby reports.
An extraordinary district council meeting held partly because of an extraordinary 1,600 signature petition. And it succeeded, with plans to expand the number of passengers who use Stansted now going back to the planning committee.
This is what you would describe as pulling victory from the jaws of defeat. So it's the right thing to do, procedurally, legally, for the planning committee to have another look at this. It's also the right thing to do democratically, because the way this was dealt with last year was really not very satisfactory.
The runway here at Stansted handles 28 million passengers a year. It's allowed 35 million, but it needs planning permission to expand to 43 million. That's 3 million fewer than Gatwick.
This proposal will make Stansted the size of Gatwick today.
The planning application was provisionally approved at this council meeting last year. The committee was split, with the chairman having the casting vote. Following last month's local elections, the political makeup of the council has completely transformed. Out of 39 seats, the Conservatives had 24. Now they have only 4, with residents for Uttlesford holding the majority with 26. Now this 1,600 signature petition calls for proper procedures to be followed and changes in circumstances since the provisional planning was granted to be considered. Only this week, legislation promising carbon net zero was signed off by the government.
Here's an incredibly material consideration, something which any lawyer hasn't yet had time to advise us. But this is a major infrastructure project for the UK. Carbon emissions in the bigger picture need to be considered, and I think this council has a responsibility to make sure that it gets that consideration.
But the legal position is very clear and is fully set out in your officer's report.
In the chamber, one of the few opposing views. Following this vote, the Manchester Airport Group, which owns Stansted, says there is no legitimate reason to withhold approval of this application. It is reviewing its options. Debbie Tubby, BBC Look East, Essex.